It's okay. We're going through massive changes. I mean, if you know anything about any of the astrology, I know a little bit about the Vedic astrology because I studied some of the, like, I have that book that Sri Yukteswar wrote. I bought that way back when, in the 80s, and tried to figure it out then, the precession of the equinoxes and where we are now in the 26,000 year cycle. And so we are on that, upswing. And a lot of the New Agers say that it's going to be totally different by 2050 and that we're way ahead of our scheduled time. Sri Yukteswar, in his calculations, had it more of like, there's kind of like a 200-year transition period on either side of the shift into the next age. And for this age that we're going into. And so it would be more, 150 years from now before we really have some stability in that massive change. So either way, time doesn't really exist. It's all now. And the best thing that we can do is be that eye in the center of the storm and just stay in that calm heart space. And I have to tell myself, I have to tell my body sometimes. It's a technique that I've learned since my son passed, and I wish I had known it before, but to just tell my body to stay in homeostasis, to tell my body it's okay, that's just a helicopter going overhead. It's, you're safe, you're a female, you're in the 20, it's 2025, it's not the dark ages kind of thing. Just to tell yourself you're safe and tell your body to stay in homeostasis and to not, to stay in that parasympathetic aspect of the nervous system instead of the fight or flight aspect. And just literally tell it and thank it to not take that adrenaline hit when it, hears something, hears something go bang at 3 a.m. in the morning or whatever, and just say, hey, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. You're safe in your body. Just stay in your parasympathetic nervous system, because truly there's very little times that we have to worry about the tiger chasing us. We create it. It's kind of all an illusion. If you've ever read like the Lars Muhl books, Larsmuhl, there's a trilogy of books where he talks about Mary Magdalene, but in that there's one of the books, there's where he encounters with the seer, so it must be in the Seer book, Seer, and he encounters, I can't remember, a bull, a lion, something out there in the wilderness, a bear, and he has to realize that it's not real, that it's not real, and he uses the term isogenic, which is like balance, and it disappears. It's not there. It's sort of like Byron Katie's work with the stick in the road. She thinks it's a snake, but it's not. It's a stick. So it's kind of, everything has an illusory aspect to it when we're in this 3D model of the universe, and we're moving beyond third dimensional reality. We're beginning to open up to all of our other senses. And so whoever's listening to this is at the forefront of that. And we're just on this journey together. And it's really, at one level, everything is all that is. And then it just sprinkles out into multitudes and multitudes and multitudes of multiverses and multiple dimensional realities, non-physical and physical, dark matter, light matter. It's so much. It's mind-boggling that our little pea brains here can't quite comprehend, and it has to be comprehended from a whole space. So in where we are in our evolution, that would be like a space of love, unconditional love, and discernment. So that's what we've been working on as light creators for, at least since I've been in this realm or arena, awake enough, for the past, say, 15-20 years. It's been working on that unconditional love and discipline, discernment, discretion. So those are the things that we're really learning as a collective right now. So keep it in your own lane and nurture yourself and love yourself and tell yourself everything's okay, because it's all experience that's been created for us by the divine creator. So even when it appears that it's not fun or not the best, it's still out of love for us that things occur, because it allows us to evolve as souls, and not just a human species, because we actually, when we take on any kind of a leap from the all that is, we have multitudes of abilities to become and experience whatever until we return back to that source. But right now, where we are focused in this reality, the best thing to do is to unconditionally love yourself and to give yourself kindness and nurturing, because when you can do that for yourself, then you're able to do it for others. And that's, instead of feeding off one another's energy, you're able to give it fully and expand it, where it's a synergistic kind of 1 + 1 is 3 sort of thing. So that's my talk for today. Much love. Bye. Namaste. Self-Love by Perry. IamSelflove.com.